Many people begin to notice subtle changes in their legs as the years go by, especially after the age of 60. It might start with a slight heaviness after a short walk. Maybe the feet feel colder than usual, or there's a bit of swelling around the ankles by evening. Some notice occasional cramps at night or a faint tingling. That seems to come and go without a clear reason. At first, these changes don't seem like a big deal. They're easy to brush off. Most people simply assume it's a normal part of aging. But little by little, these small signs can start to add up. Walking may feel more tiring than it used to. Standing for longer periods becomes less comfortable. Even balance can feel slightly off at times, making everyday movements require more attention. What often goes unnoticed is that blood flow in the legs can gradually become less efficient with age. It doesn't usually happen suddenly. Instead, it shows up as mild discomforts that people slowly get used to. Another surprising point is that regular walking, while very beneficial, doesn't always activate all the muscles responsible for helping blood circulate properly in the lower legs. Some of these deeper muscles remain underused. When those muscles aren't engaged often enough, circulation can become less active in certain areas. That's when sensations like numbness, fatigue, or a heavy feeling in the legs may begin to appear more frequently. The encouraging part is that specific. Simple movements can help improve this. When done consistently, these movements can activate the right muscles and support better blood flow. Over time, many people notice their legs feel lighter. Swelling becomes less noticeable, and movement feels more stable and comfortable. In today's video, we'll walk through 5 simple exercises designed to support healthy circulation in the legs after 60. Some of them take less than a minute to perform, but they can make a real difference when practiced regularly. Before we begin, take a moment to share in the comments where you're watching from. It's always great to see people from all over coming together here, with the same goal of staying active and feeling better. Number 1. Standing heel raises with progressive hold technique. The standing heel raises with progressive hold technique takes a very simple movement and transforms it into a powerful circulation activator. By using controlled timing and sustained muscle engagement to stimulate what physiologists refer to as the calf muscle pump, which plays a crucial role in moving blood from your lower legs back toward your heart. What makes this exercise particularly effective is that it directly targets the gastrocnemius and soleus muscles, which act like a secondary heart in your lower body, helping push blood upward against gravity, especially important for people over 60, where this pumping action often becomes less efficient over time. Many people are unaware that one of the primary reasons for swelling, heaviness, and fatigue in the legs is not just reduced circulation overall, but specifically a weakening of this calf pump mechanism, which can lead to blood pooling in the lower extremities, especially after long periods of standing or sitting. Research published in vascular health journals has shown that exercises involving slow, controlled calf contractions with holds can significantly improve venous return and reduce symptoms like ankle swelling and leg discomfort within just a few weeks of consistent practice. To perform this technique correctly, stand upright near a sturdy surface like a wall or chair for balance, with your feet hip-width apart and your weight evenly distributed. Slowly rise up onto the balls of your feet over a 3-second count, lifting your heels as high as possible while keeping your movements controlled and steady. Once you reach the top position, hold this elevated stance for 5 full seconds, focusing on squeezing your calf muscles firmly as if you're trying to lift your body even higher. You may feel a gentle tightening or warmth building in your lower legs, which is a sign that blood flow is being actively stimulated. After the hold, Lower your heels back down very slowly over a 4-second count, resisting gravity the entire way down rather than simply dropping your heels, which helps maintain continuous pressure on your blood vessels and enhances the pumping effect. The progressive hold aspect of this exercise is what makes it especially powerful. Begin with a 5-second hold at the top, and as your strength improves over time, gradually increase this to 8 or even 10 seconds, which further amplifies circulation benefits by extending the duration of vessel compression and release cycles. For best results, perform this exercise in sets of 12 repetitions, repeating for 3 rounds with about 30 seconds of rest between each set. If you're looking to increase the intensity, you can try performing the movement on one leg at a time, which not only challenges your balance, but also doubles the workload on each calf, creating a stronger pumping action. Another effective variation is to perform the exercise on the edge of a step, allowing your heels to drop slightly below the level of your toes at the bottom, increasing the range of motion and further stimulating circulation. What makes this exercise especially valuable for people over 60 is that it can be done almost anywhere, requires no equipment, and places minimal stress on the joints while still delivering significant benefits. The key is consistency. Performing this exercise once or twice daily can gradually retrain your calf muscles to function more effectively as a pump, helping restore a more natural and efficient blood flow pattern in your legs. Number 2. Seated leg extensions with ankle flexion combo. The seated leg extension with ankle flexion combo is one of the most overlooked, yet very effective ways to improve circulation through the entire length of the leg, especially for people who spend long periods sitting throughout the day. What makes this movement so helpful is that it combines 2 important actions: knee extension and ankle flexion. And together, these movements gently activate multiple muscle groups that work together to support healthy blood flow. When you extend your leg forward, your quadriceps muscles tighten, which helps push blood out of the larger vessels in your thighs. At the same time, when you flex your ankle by pulling your toes back toward your shin, you activate the anterior tibialis muscle along the front of your lower leg. This muscle plays an important role in helping blood return to the heart, especially in areas where circulation tends to slow down with age. What's interesting is that this combination creates a steady pumping effect, from the upper leg down to the foot, helping blood move more smoothly rather than staying in one place. Research in blood vessel health has shown that coordinated joint movements like these can greatly improve small blood flow, especially in individuals over 60 who may not use these muscles often during daily activities. To perform this exercise correctly, sit comfortably in a sturdy chair with your back straight and both feet flat on the floor. Place your hands on your thighs or the sides of the chair for support. Begin by slowly extending one leg forward until it is straight, keeping your thigh supported on the chair and your knee in line. As you reach the fully extended position, flex your ankle by pulling your toes back toward your body as far as is comfortable. Hold this combined position for about 2 seconds, while focusing on the gentle tightening in both your thigh and lower leg. Then, slowly, lower your leg back down while relaxing your foot, returning to the starting position with control rather than letting it drop. Repeat this movement on the same leg for 10 to 12 repetitions before switching to the other side. Aim for 2 to 3 sets on each leg, depending on your comfort level. For an added circulation boost, you can increase the benefit of this exercise by slightly slowing down each part of the movement. Taking about 3 seconds to extend the leg and 3 seconds to bring it back down helps keep the muscles active and encourages a stronger pumping effect through the blood vessels. Some people also find it helpful to perform this exercise barefoot, which allows for a fuller range of movement in the ankle and better use of the smaller supporting muscles in the feet. The beauty of this exercise is that it can be done almost anywhere, while watching television, reading, or even sitting at the dining table. And many people begin to notice a gentle warm feeling in their lower legs and feet after just a few minutes, which is often a sign that circulation is improving. Over time, regular practice can help reduce that heavy, tired feeling in the legs and make standing and walking feel more natural and less tiring. This simple combination movement may look easy, but it plays an important role in waking up muscles that are needed for maintaining healthy, steady blood flow as we age. Number 3. Toe to heel, rocking with full foot activation sequence. This next movement builds on a principle that many people overlook, which is that proper circulation in the legs doesn't just depend on the larger calf muscles, but also on how effectively the entire foot interacts with the ground during movement. The toe-to-heel rocking exercise, when performed with a full foot activation sequence, helps retrain this natural motion while stimulating multiple muscle groups that contribute to healthy blood flow. Over time, many individuals develop a habit of walking or standing with limited foot engagement, which reduces the effectiveness of the natural pumping mechanism in the lower legs. This can lead to decreased circulation efficiency, particularly in the smaller vessels of the feet and ankles. What makes this exercise unique is that it restores that natural rolling motion, while creating alternating pressure zones that help move blood through the foot and upward through the leg. To perform this exercise correctly, stand with your feet hip-width apart near a stable surface for support if needed. Begin by slowly shifting your weight forward onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels slightly off the ground while keeping your toes spread and engaged. Hold this position for 2 seconds while focusing on pressing evenly through all your toes. Then gently rock backward, lifting your toes off the ground, while shifting your weight onto your heels, feeling a stretch along the front of your lower legs. Move slowly and smoothly between these two positions, maintaining control and avoiding any sudden movements. The goal is to create a continuous rocking motion that fully engages the muscles of the feet, ankles, and calves in a coordinated pattern. Perform this movement for 15 to 20 repetitions per set, completing 3 sets twice daily for optimal benefit. As you become more comfortable, you can increase the hold time at each end of the movement or perform the exercise with your eyes closed to gently challenge your balance system. Many people notice improved foot awareness and a more stable walking pattern within just a couple of weeks, along with a reduction in that heavy or fatigued feeling in the legs. And what's interesting is that this exercise also helps reconnect the communication between your feet and your brain, which plays an important role in maintaining balance and preventing falls as you age.
As we come to the end of this routine, remember this: improving circulation in your legs does not require anything complicated. Consistent actions often lead to the most meaningful changes. Over time, these exercises may seem simple, but when practiced regularly, they can help your legs feel lighter, more stable, and less tired throughout the day. Many people also notice better balance, reduced swelling, and a greater sense of comfort in their movements. The key is consistency. Even a few minutes each day can make a real difference. When these movements become part of your routine, listen to your body, move at a pace that feels comfortable, and do not rush the process. If you found this video helpful, consider sharing it with someone who may benefit, and let us know in the comments which exercise felt the most effective for you.